Welcome, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is InfoHub. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to tell you thank you for the love. But if this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, I still want to tell you thank you. I bring in information that can help you move abroad to study, work, and even settle. So if these are the kind of informations you like, kindly do also subscribe to this YouTube channel to join the growing family. Also, do not forget to turn on the notification bell so when I release videos like these, you may just be the first to be notified. Now, there have been excitement in the air in the last few weeks when Canada announced that the deadline for switching for a visitor's visa to a work permit has been extended from 2023 to 2025. Now, it presented a huge opportunity for those with a visitor's visa in Canada to switch to work permit and those with family members in Canada to move to Canada on a visitor's visa and then switch to a work permit. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get a visitor's visa and also a sample of a Canadian invitation letter for a visitor's visa. So let's dive right into this video immediately. Now, if you're planning to visit Canada, you may need a visitor's visa or an electronic travel authorization, which is an ETA. Now, throughout the course of this video, we are not going to say electronic travel authorization, but we're just going to say ETA. So you will need an ETA or a visitor's visa depending on your country of origin. In this video, we are going to outline the process and procedures for applying for a Canadian visitor's visa. The first step is to determine if you need a visitor's visa or an ETA. Now, citizens of visa exempt countries can apply for an ETA instead of a visitor's visa. However, citizens of non-visa exempt countries will need to apply for a visitor's visa. So you need to check well and see if your country are exempt from applying for a visa. The step 2 is to gather the required documents. Now, once you have determined whether you need a visitor's visa or an ETA, you will need to gather the required documents. This may include your passport, your proof of funds, a letter of invitation from a Canadian resident. Now, at this point, let's talk about how a sample letter of a Canadian invitation letter will be like. Now, I'm going to read it through of a sample invitation letter for a Canadian visitor's visa. It goes like this. Dear visitor's name, I am writing to invite you to visit me in Canada for state the number of weeks, months, state the start date to the end date. Now, as a citizen/resident of Canada, I would be delighted to have you as my guest and show you the many beautiful sights and experiences that my country has to offer. During your stay, I will be responsible for your accommodation, food, and other travel expenses. You will not have to bear any financial burden during your trip to Canada. However, you will be responsible for your own travel insurance, which I strongly recommend you obtain before your trip. To apply for a visitor's visa, you will need to provide the following documentation: a valid passport, 2 passport-size photos, a complete application form, proof of financial support during your trip, a letter of invitation, which I'm writing you with. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions about the application process or need any further information. I look forward to your visits and hope that you'll be able to join me in exploring the natural beauty and vibrant culture of Canada. Yours sincerely, your name. So that is the sample letter or the sample of an invitation for a Canadian visitor's visa. So when you get this invitation letter, you join it with your international passport, proof of funds, and other supporting documents. Now, the step 3 or the third thing to do after you have gotten all these documents is to complete the application form. Now, you can apply online or on paper. Well, the online application is typically faster and more convenient, but if you choose to apply on paper, you can download the application form from the Government of Canada website. Now, the step 4 is to pay the application fee. You need to pay the application fee, and the fee for the visitor's visa is 100 Canadian dollars. While if you are looking for an ETA, the fee is 7 Canadian dollars. Then after that, you need to submit your application. If you're applying online, you can submit your application electronically. While if you're applying on paper, you need to mail your application to the appropriate visa office. Then after that, you will need to wait for it to be processed. Processing time, like I always say, can vary depending on the visa office and the complexity of your application. You can check the current processing times on the Government of Canada website. If your application is approved, you will be required to attend a visa interview. This is typically only required for applicants from certain countries, or maybe if your applications are deemed high risk. Then the step 8 is to receive your visa or ETA. So if your application is approved, you will check, or you will need to receive your visa or ETA, and you need to check the details carefully to ensure that they are all correct. So in conclusion of everything we've been saying, applying for a Canadian visitor's visa or an ETA can be a very straightforward process, only if you follow these steps and procedures. And you need to make sure to give yourself plenty of time to gather these required documents and complete the application form. And don't hesitate to contact the visa office if you have any questions or concerns. I'm going to drop the link to everything you need on the description box down below. You can also do well to drop any question you have in the comment section too, and I will not hesitate to check it out. Also, if you have any friend or you have any brother or sister in Canada that can invite you over, I would suggest you send this video to them so they can also watch it and see what they need to do as per writing the letter for an invitation letter for you. And also, just note that you would also need to prove your relationship with anybody in Canada that is inviting you over. You can prove this relationship by means of, let's say, pictures you had together, by means of birth certificates, and maybe even social media chats. So if you have this proof, you can also bring them out. It will be really beneficial for them. So make sure you get all these supporting documents, like I said earlier. Settle down carefully to gather them together, so that when you apply for this visitor's visa and then you arrive in the country, you can just search for a job to give you LMIE. You can start searching for jobs even before you enter Canada. So once you enter, you can just switch to a work permit. That is the easiest part of it, switching to a work permit. You can do that in the comfort of your home. So that's how we come to the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, please do well to like this video so as to show your appreciation, and so YouTube too can recommend this video to others. And also, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel to join the growing family. Turn on the notification bell so when I release videos like these, you may just be the first to be notified.